All right. Oh, a busy morning already. We got MVIS up 12% after being destroyed all the way back down to support on 10. That's good. Tesla. I think Elon last night tweeted something about autopilot not being engaged during the crash or something. My thought was either the dude wasn't wearing a seatbelt and he ended up being thrown in the back seat in some fashion, or autopilot shut itself off for some reason, which caused the crash. Because autopilot can shut itself off, if I'm not mistaken. So, but that caused that spike yesterday, and I guess a subsequent overnight decline, then another subsequent spike. Oh, a boost ahead of earnings too. Some stock price rises ahead of earnings. Hey, what's up, Jared? 426, so 6 days for Tesla earnings. Microsoft 0.27, EXPI. So we're in a holding pattern is what it looks like, which is pretty cool. I like it. Crypto's taking a little bit of a beating in the stock market, at least, right? Blockchain back down on what could be support around $40. Bitcoin itself is looking like it. Well, I haven't looked at it today, so I won't comment on it. SI looks very similar to right blockchain. Let's take a look at BTCS. See if we pumped it. Oh, no, we didn't pump it. Okay. So they're at $1. I wonder how much Bitcoin they hold. You mentioned millions of Bitcoin, but obviously that's not the case. Oh, see, I should have done that. Red chip companies. See, I don't know how to get my news stories on the AP wire. Anyway, so there's BTCS, nice little company. SNDL bouncing up a little bit. Yesterday was a nice day. My buddy EXPI on the 200-day basically trying to bounce off it right now from 90 down to 34. That's aggressive. BTCS. I I don't think I looked that far back. Oh, yeah, back in 2010. Yeah, probably. I mean, usually if they have a reverse split, most of the good charting platforms will split the price accordingly historically, so it shouldn't be that crazy. Nvidia. All right, consolidating here the past few days. Very similar to the market. Not too bad. Microsoft, kind of similar, but more bullish. Consolidating, but still somewhat trending up. We looked at one yesterday that was having a nice big sideways channel, slightly declining. Adobe? Ah, it was Adobe. It already broke out. That's a pretty nice channel. I mean, and Adobe broke out of that, so I'm not too mad at that. Looks pretty good. Apple, last time I checked, was still trying to get its mojo back, and looks a lot like Microsoft, trying to edge its way out here. You can see these peaks the past couple of days, so nothing crazy. Our buddy Amazon, chilling in a tight little bull flag. These are nice setups. Nice. As long as they stay nice and tight. Hey, what's up, JJ? NNDM? Well, it's not running yet. It has a nice pop on it so far, off the 200 day. Yeah, volume's good today though. That's really good volume. This is the 3D electric printing one, right? Yeah. See if there's any other big updates like that. So far, not really. Not on the 15, on the 5 minute. I think this goes back 20 days or something. Yeah, that's definitely good interest right there. That's good. It is a Nasdaq stock. Could trade a fucking, what's the longest option they got? Oh, all the way to December. Accumulation distribution. Uh, Take me a while to put up here. Oh, on the five. Well, yeah, on the 5 minutes it's gonna be bonkers. You don't need anything to tell you that. All these are looking pretty good. When any share back in 2012, Jared? Yeah, no, that's what I saw as well. That's what I saw. So here's my weekly chart, and there's 2010. Oh yeah, no, I don't see it in 2012. I see a 23. Yeah, trading there may need to be a setting for splits. It may not be automatic. Tesla going towards the high of the day, which is always nice. Last trading session has started a new trend yesterday on a down day. I mean, it was kind of testing the 200 day, which is good. I mean, yeah, long term that should act as support. Speaking of which, yeah, I was gonna say, what are some options you can get down here? Because this thing is cheap. This thing is super far down here because the high is what, 18, 17 and a half. It's at 7.5. So that's pretty good. Hmm. Yeah, a little pricey. So that's $9, $10 for 250 break even. And then for December, it's going to give you 9 months, 241 days for it to do something. Not bad. Yeah, I definitely would like some pocket pivots in here, which unfortunately we're not getting. But support of the 200 is pretty good. A lot of people will buy here, like these people right there. Possibly test a 2.4. All right, I'm hoping we stay pretty good for a minute. Elon tweeted out the person that died on the in the car the other day wasn't necessarily using autopilot or wasn't using autopilot. There's an article. I was searching on my Windows somehow. Um, yeah, hold on a second, guys. I just turned my Screen off for a second. Doing some tax-ish, so. Is that right? No, that's not the one. Okay, there we go. What is going on here? I haven't looked at this yet. Closing porn Tesla? What do you mean? What's up, Ellie? Darn it, I forgot I was going to look up. Oh, yeah, it was a Tesla autopilot death. So there's this article I read that says that it's about time to notice Tesla's autopilot death toll. It's a good clickbaity trap. It got me. Oh, closing porn tabs. No, I was doing tax stuff. I those don't stay open on. They get closed instantly. So they go over the different crashes, but the funny thing is, there have been a few, but not a lot of them are Tesla's fault. Taxes. Now I need to start getting those things done. Yeah, I got crypto trades to do, and I got stock trades in 2020 for the first time in a long time. So I got my work cut out for me. And crypto trades are a bitch. Here we go. Yeah, so 2016 crash was really early. The automated vehicle control system was not designed to and did not identify the truck crossing into the car's path. So even though uh, autopilot did cause this man's death, the man was misusing the system, and autopilot was not designed to stop into sideways semi trucks. I remember that accident. Autopilot system steering is another death. Autopilot system steering the sport utility vehicle into the highway gore area due to system limitations and the driver's lack of response due to distraction, likely from a cell phone. So, similar situation. Immature autopilot and an immature driver, unfortunately. Darwin's going to get you when you're going 70 miles an hour, unfortunately. Model S rear-ended a fire truck. Jeez. Probable cause was Tesla driver's lack of response to the stationary fire truck due to inattention of the vehicle's advanced driver assistance system. So yeah, I did drive. I drove some, not on autopilot, but on their other one. I forget what they call it now. Anyway, yeah, I could see people wanting to, but yeah, I was a little too nervous. It was a little too new, so I didn't take my eyes off the road. I mean, I glanced around the side a little bit, but I made sure I was pretty. I was on straight roads too. If I was on curvy roads, I'd be paying attention like mad. But some of these people, unfortunately, don't aren't paying attention. So they made a case that, um, yeah, down here a little bit. Tesla's testing on public roads, a highly automated technology, but with limited oversight or reporting requirements, poses a potential risk to motorists and other road users. I can't say that's not an accurate statement. Having your users beta test your product, which we're happy to do, a lot of them happy to do, but some of them just want to kind of um, overutilize the software. But it's the thing, man. Like, it's a thing. That car's fucked up. Look at that. There's like no. It got burned down. So it's a Model S, so it's made of aluminum. Most of it. I wonder if all that got burned away. So not a good thing. Kind of tragic. Someone died just sleeping in the back seat of their car. But yeah, tis what it is. Just have to be paying attention at all times. No, there's no two ways about it. Most of the time you'll be okay, but if it's not, you pay with your life. What's up, James? Good morning. Is your tooth falling out yet? No, it's still weird. James has a tooth getting ready to go. NNDM. Let's see if that's still popping up. Holding strong. 772. So let's check down here for Slack notes. Oh, Tesla buying opportunity. Oh, I thought you were talking about NNDM or something. Accumulation distribution. Oh yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, that's cool. Couple leg up there, even on the way down. Yeah, that's funny. That's good. And where are we at? Is this us right now still? 1 hour accumulation distribution. Back up towards highs there. Okay. And it just got back down below it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's in an interesting spot. So you come down in these situations like this, and then you start popping right here. Unfortunately, you never know if it's going to do one of these for the next 2 or 3 months. Right there. Which I mean, it's fine if you're holding. No issues if you're willing to hold that. Zero issues with that. But it's going to suck during an option. This may cut your option down by 60 to 70%, maybe more. Hi, Jamesy. You cool? You all right? That's my boy, Jamesy. All right, what do we got here? MVIS sandals SQ. Is that a new high for SQ? No, it's a bounce back out of a potential cup and handle. It looks like a double bottom, but is not. It's not a bad spot. 50-day support right there. So coming off the 50-day a little bit. I'm looking at Tesla. Twilio getting up here today, not quite as strong. And I own XPEV, both up about 2%. PLTR. There's XPEV, still underneath trend, trying to shift. Total two. That's a crypto. You're trying to trick me, JJ. James, JJ's trying to trick me. Can you believe that? JJ's he's in my Slack communities on the internet here. Yeah. He's trying to trick me, throw me crypto things during my stock channel. Alt's only 2x from previous all-time high on the daily. Aren't we above all-time highs on total too? Yeah, right there. Oh, you're saying we're two times 475 and we're at 900 or something? Yeah, 950. So you're just saying we have more room to go because we're only two times up? Eh? Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all. All right, let's get back to stocks. XPEP doing pretty good. EXPI. EXPI on some pretty interesting on the 200 down here. We kind of undercut this, which is unfortunate. Not really a buy signal. I still like it though overall. Um, you gotta do something about that. That dog just barks at everything. I don't know if he needs to get his butt kicked or what. He needs something. You like Apple today? Yeah, Apple. A lot of the mega caps, not all of them, but a lot of them putting this tiny little flag formation right here. Yeah, it's not bad. Why do you think alts are going to 6 trillion? I think we were just under one. Why would they go to six? Like, what leads you to that? That's crazy. We're at 949. Six is a lot. A lot of speculation happening there, JJ. I mean, everything about Coinbase is known at this particular point in time. I mean, they just had IPO happen, so it's a pretty well known play. Um, it'll go up when it goes up. I don't know. I don't front run earnings like that. Earnings are a gamble. If it's part of a larger trend, I may hold through if I have a longer term position, but 6 trillion is not peanuts. It's $6 trillion. That's a lot of money. Like that, that's a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing. What am I missing? Why do I think six trillion is nuts and you think it's peanuts? Like, what's the divide there? Oh, 2x previous highs. Oh yeah, that's true. That could be with altcoins. Yeah. Actually, that's a good point. I wonder what did we do last time? Yeah, there wasn't really a previous alt cycle though. It was all one big ass uptrend. Maybe right there, but that was just an early basing pattern. Yeah, maybe we'll do some work on that in the crypto show later. Potential market caps of crypto, because I mean the bond market's like a lot. What do you mean? What? Okay, well tell them that's not nice. I don't like that. Okay. Tell them please don't do that. That scares me. Okay. All right, Microsoft 0.32 has a similar type of a pattern, a little bit more aggressive though. Microsoft, I think, has a little bit more buying pressure than some of these. I'm not sure if it'll stay consistent or not, but weed stock's not up 50%. Blockchain, China talking Chinese yen token for 2022 nearly hit 690. Yeah, today's 420 high. Isn't it Rob's birthday today? I think Rob took the day off. He called into work. Lazy bastard. He ain't getting nowhere like that. I'll take Tesla 4269. That'll work. Let's do it. Done. Just put the zero in there and just move the decimal back to the end, Ellie. Why are you shortchanging yourself? Yeah. Just move it to the end. Let's do 42,000 Tesla. That'll work. I can do that. Forget fair, damn it. YOLO. Crypto Slack. For my alt cap market chart. Where at? In general or something? Non-news and rumors. That you plant a shitload of eggplants. That should go viral on Twitter immediately. Yeah, it went viral in Slack. That's pretty good. Everyone's talking about Doge. Is Doge going up? Let me try to. I need that face on. Is that why I don't get so many views right there? Because I don't get that face? I kind of look like that guy. All right, there you go, JJ. Hmm. No, I think I found it, JJ. Is that all the way through 2018? So it's on my crypto and stock show still. No, that peaked when it should have peaked. Okay. Take log off for a second. It's not Tesla. It kind of looks like Tesla. Your chart wants it to be Tesla, so can't be too mad at it. 6T? Well, I guess yeah, well it's going up another six-fold everything. I mean, ETH's been a little bit quiet. Yeah, all of our dinosaurs have been pretty quiet lately. Maybe they're gonna go the next run. I don't know. I pretty much in crypto I do all my charts and log. In stocks I don't do any of my charts and log. I used to not do crypto and log, but then the what happened was on the way down on Bitcoin, I couldn't see any, so I would run into this situation. I would be like looking at something like here, and I couldn't see anything else. If I got zoomed in a little bit, I would just remove all context from my chart, even on the daily. So then you switch it to log, and I guess here it doesn't make that big of a difference. But at some point, it became an issue, and I switched to log, and it kind of changed the perspective, made it easier to see. And I've just been using log ever since because the percentage swings are just crazy. Yeah, seven. All right. Got to keep my eye on the time a little bit. Got to get my kid to school this morning. Yeah, Tesla looks like it's bouncing back nicely after yesterday's autopilot death, and then Elon tweets it's not their fault. Which has Elon ever admitted fault for anything? I'm just curious. I don't think he has. NBISFLGT. Most of our stocks aren't leading today, but that's okay. Apple lower a little bit, Adobe lower a little bit, Amazon, Cyber lower, MasterCard lower. What's MasterCard up to? So small, hopefully a cup and handle. Doesn't quite look like it though. Volume signature is getting a little bit weird, but it's doing okay. Moderna, Riot Blockchain. Mentioned support around the 40 level. A little bit of support here at 40. Well, actually 39 it looks like. How's our PLL doing? Kind of undercutting our 50-day. Not breaking it in a bad way, so not a huge issue there. United Airlines down 7% today. These old COVID stocks are kind of dead. Yeah, nothing's happening. All right, what's our topic of conversation today? Yes, James. I think James is our topic of conversation today. What? You were in sixth grade? Okay. He's joking. He knows. Don't call people names. No names. Ever. And then what did he do when you called him dumb? Don't call people names. He was just joking with you. He knows you're not in the sixth grade. So it's a joke. But we don't call people names. All right, unless you're an adult, and then you can call everybody whatever you want. He's telling slow stories this morning. Let's see. Philosophical questions. There are some important philosophical questions, like how much Tesla to buy, what kind of Tesla to buy, should you force other people to buy Teslas? Market cycle versus alt cycle, repeating history. Yeah, pretty much. Calling Jared awesome. Jared, you're awesome. We're seeing all students crazy stuff. It will end in December 2020 with BTC hitting 200,000. Yeah, it could be. JJ's buying a hot tub. Um, they're fun. They require a lot of maintenance, though. I've got a hot tub. It's not bad. Not the best thing in the world, though. Have cash to buy a Tesla? Yeah, I generally agree with that statement. All right. What's the philosophical question of the day? Here we go. Let's ask Google. Philosophical question of the day. Hmm. Let's see. 240 great philosophical questions to ask. How many bones can you break to convince people to buy Tesla? Ouch. Are they driving a Tesla? Because you just have autopilot crash into something and then it's good to go. Deep philosophical questions. Oh, here we go. Would you kill 10 people to save one? Ooh, alts versus Tesla? Nah, that's scary. Well, which alts is the question? Is there such thing as free will? Ooh, that's a good one. We could do is there such thing as free will? That's a good one right there. I think that's on my list here right now. I like that one. Yeah, what truths do you choose to ignore? I thought that was a pretty decent one. Is there such thing as absolute morality? Oh, sooky sooky now. Wow. These are good ones, guys. We could, if we have a sideways stock market, we could change the world's problems. Absolutely. I don't, I like the free will one. What truth hards do you choose? That's a good one too, though, man. This is a good list. What is truth, and is it the same as reality? What? Eh. That I don't think that's as interesting. How and when did everything? You don't want to have that discussion. Real philosophy. Let's do it. Do we have evidence to know the truth? See, now they're getting weird. No, Ellie, we are. There's four people here. We're definitely changing the world. What is love? Well, the answer to that is, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. That's the answer to that one. Chaining the world. I think he did it on purpose. The guy knows how to type. He types for a living, so I got to give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. Ooh, is everyone's life of equal value? We like joking about killing people, so let's do that one. That's a good one. Oh, crazy. Reading your thing here, Ellie. You posted on Slack. That's interesting. It's Elon Jesus. No, his hair's too short. All right. Is there such thing as free will? Go. You guys want to jump on Discord for a little bit so we can yell at each other? Is there such thing as free will? That's the topic. I'm calling it. Unless you guys outvote me. Unless you guys outvote me and choose a different one. Such thing as free will. I'm gonna I will play devil's advocate to your yes, Ellie. All right. Discord it. Discord it. I'm jumping on. That's it. It's an interesting debate. There's some well, maybe. There's a debate about whether we actually do have free will. And then I guess the question is, what is free? They have to answer the question about what is free will. Is free will randomness? Is free will something that, obviously you can define it as something that you do for yourself, but sometimes overcoming your own limitations, at least perceived limitations, kind of goes like my free will. Like I would like to will myself to do certain things, but sometimes I just can't. My brain limits myself. The wiring of our brain can't, I think, can limit our free will. So what you may think you want, you may stop yourself from doing. Boom, ingest that for a second. So the synapses in your brain, whatever you think you want, the way your synapses are wired is telling you what you want. You don't necessarily even control what you want. Boom. Imagine that one for a minute. You don't even control what you don't even know what you want. Your brain's telling you what you want. that they allow themselves to view. Free will is limited by definition to the subjectivity of one's own understanding of their specific reality that they allow themselves to view. I think in some instances people aren't even able to see the reality. I don't even know if we can see true reality. We do pretty good in our little dealio here, but as humans is in destroying the planet, which we're pretty good at. But yeah, but is it free will or is it just feel good? Like, yeah, you can kind of will your way to some things, but is it true free will, or are you just a slave to the are you just a slave to your neurons and some other extraneous factors? Ellie mentioning gut bacteria controls majority of your mood, as a result controls what you want to do. Oh, there's an interesting one. So we're being controlled by our gut biome. Yeah, that's we're basically expensive meat suit for bacteria. Yeah, probably. Does bacteria have free will? I don't think anything has. I don't think I that's what like it's a misnomer. I think it's interesting. Like, am I predisposed to like security? Like, you can see limitations in certain people. Does that make sense? Like, you don't necessarily. I don't think we necessarily have completely free will. We have the neurons in our head that are wired in a certain way, and we seek out those pleasure patterns in our brain. The question is that free will? And that's the question. Is that free will? I don't know. That's right, Ellie. That's right. The fact, Ellie, our belly is our first brain. Our head brain is just the memory. Says the gardener. We don't have any. We don't have any bias there, do we? Nope, no bias at all. See, were you destined early on by your upbringing to become, um, you know, maybe one of five or six options? If you think about it, it's nature versus nurture. Oh, come on, Jared, you're killing me. You're killing me, Jared. Now, yeah, he is biased. See, he doesn't have. See, Jared, Ellie, we know Jared doesn't have free will. It's his gut biome going, hey, you need to make some damn plants. I want those damn plants. Damn it, give me some eggplant. That's what it's saying. He has a lot of the eggplant. So basically, Jared's a big eggplant. Is basically what it is. Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like at one level, I would like to do certain things. Like I would really love to be a basketball player. I like the game of basketball. Something about it is really nice. But I mean, I guess free will to try. But yeah, there's physical limitations to that. But I don't know. Is there such thing as free will? I think on you get free will within the choices hardwired into you. That's probably the right way to answer that question. You don't have true free will. You have limited free will. Kind of like you have limited freedoms, basically. You have limited freedoms, you have limited free will. I think both are probably valid. So I would argue no, you don't have free will. We have yeah, we have limitations. Free will appears on an edge where we do stuff that's not beneficial for us in short run because our imagination allows us to dream about non-existent stuff. We steer our lives towards imaginary goals. Hmm. Hmm. I see. Yeah. So in other words, you have a goal and you want to go for it, so you do something that isn't beneficial. So like if I wanted to become a fisherman, I would have to do all this stuff to become a fisherman because I live in Arizona. Probably isn't going to work out very well out here. So in that regard, you could have free will, but I think that me wanting to become a fisherman is hardwired into my brain. Like something about certain professions or certain things, but you could argue that that's free will too because you kind of trained yourself to be this person. Our intuition makes all our decisions for us. It's when we stray from that is when free will comes into play. Hmm. I'd say our emotions make all our decisions for us. Intuition may be the incorrect word there. I think our emotions make all our decisions for us. Intuition is something we work on, but isn't necessarily. I don't think intuition is free will at all. Intuition is our brain trying to give us a real quick synopsis of a situation. Interesting point, though. I think I see what you're getting at. Will it into existence? Yeah. Okay, I get your point. No point of doing it as part of an entropic system. Yeah. Yeah, so I think within the confines our brain allows us to, we do have free will. I think that's gonna be my answer to that question. I think there is something limited about each individual's brain that we are limited. So I do believe we have free will within a range, but I believe our ability to have true free will is limited. Infinite hunger of improvement. Okay. What about that? I mean, some people have it, some people don't. I mean, you can go look at a homeless person on the street. You could argue they don't have that hunger of improvement. You know, there's gonna be, some people are gonna be drug addicts. Some people are gonna be victim of circumstance and be homeless. But you out of here, Jared. All right. So you're saying that infinite hunger of improvement is impossible. It's illogical. Sorry. By reaching a stable system with whatever progress we achieve, majority stay stable and just live their lives, but few continue pushing. Yeah, no, that's definitely true. I personify that a little bit. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a flaw, a personal flaw of mine. Is I definitely stagnate in that way. Yeah, we all seek comfort, especially in the U.S. I mean, I don't know about the rest of the world, but infinite hunger is not beneficial for natural systems. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So you think it's an evolutionary thing? I don't know if it's an evolutionary thing. Ellie, I think we've kicked everybody officially off of the stream. Now we can talk about our plans for global domination. In a core, we are fighting against natural order and make it to our imagination. Infinite hunger is not beneficial for system. That's why in a core we are fighting against natural order and make it to our imagination. Um, I will disagree a little bit with you on that. I think. Um, I might not be understanding the context in which you're talking. Actually, I think if you're talking about our need as a species versus our need as an individual, um, I think our needs as individual, our laziness as individuals, that infinite hunger for improvement, which doesn't exist. I think since each of us doesn't have that, we reach a state where we're comfortable, and we just kind of let everything be. And when you do that by the millions, as our population increases, there's no one fighting that fight to stop humans from overflowing the earth essentially, which is what's already happened. Ooh, higher consciousness, like a global consciousness. I had that thought the other day about um, humans being similar. Remember the Borg series on Star Trek? I'm not sure. Remember Resistance is Futile? My new T-shirt that's never going to come out. Yeah, like the Borg. I mean, they're a collective. They're a collective consciousness, obviously in a different way. There's a lot of humans, JJ. We may have less free will by creating interconnection between us through internet and a result building group consciousness. Yeah, well, you do still have. Well, I think that goes back to what I said a little bit earlier, is that we have free will within our limitations, because our brains do seek to belong to a herd. I mean, we find safety in numbers because we were never the biggest, we were never the strongest, so we only find safety in numbers. One on one, we're useless. We're absolutely useless. Fit everyone in New York. What are you talking about? Like stacking them on top of each other? It's not the fact that we have to live, 30 deep globally shoulder to shoulder, JJ. It's like 7 billion animals of our stature is a lot of. So that show I was that David Attenborough show I was watching the other day said that humans are 33% of the meat on earth. Like just our one species, which is crazy. There are better implementations of collective consciousness. Yeah, I don't know. See, like we haven't been able to interview a bee or interview an ant or interview an individual member of another collective consciousness, but you can view an ant colony as a minor. I mean, ants are amazing. When you view ants, they're really spectacular. Um, an ant doesn't mind dying for the other ants. Now there's some humans that don't mind that as well. That they usually go into the military, but um, anyway. So yeah, most ants have like an individual job, and it's kind of assigned to them from birth. It's kind of bit of a raw deal for the ants, but as a human collective, we work on a hierarchy because we all in some ant colonies they're actually born different. Some are protector ants, some are breeder ants. Some there's like different types of ants that are born, which is an interesting way that's evolved. That's interesting. But as human beings, we're all born with the same tools for the most part. There may be some mental or some upbringing differences that make us better fit for leadership or whatnot. But we run off of a different type of a system, and it is interesting. I mean, we do try to bring in collective. We do a really good job of bringing in, and having debates and stuff. But that's also where we fail as well. You look at our political system and a human's ability to eat one another. It'd be like if ants were eating other ants in the colony. Like I don't think that really happens. Limited by our imagination, collective consciousness could be already a thing, and we wouldn't know it exists. What do you mean? Well, I think we would know it exists if we have a collective consciousness. Lone wolf alien that will be surprised that we are willing to die and save others. True. Yeah, I mean that's a possibility. You can't count out any evolutionary. So you have those people that have that ability. I think it's innate in most people on a certain level. Some it's more of them, some it's less of them. I was watching a show last night on Netflix about that CRISPR technology and Cas9. That is amazing stuff, man. What nature is able to like. It's you see some of that stuff. It's like almost hard not to believe in a god. You look at that stuff, you're like, who the fuck would have thought of that? How did nature come up with that? Like it's crazy. And then at the same time, when you think about it, like how would God even come up with that? Like who would even think about that? What's up, our Pete? Me? No, I bought in some Tesla again. I got in about 700. I didn't buy it as low as Ellie did. Ellie bought under 600. He bought some. Um, yeah, I got a couple different Tesla trades going on. Yeah, we're deep in Tesla RP. That's why this is the Tesla or not Tesla's. One day we'll talk about stock show because all we all we talk about is are things Tesla or not Tesla? Because it's all about Tesla for us, man. At least for me. At least for me. Not even from a trading perspective. I'm a trader by definition, but when you see something like Tesla jump on the scene, yeah, go back and well, I don't know what video it is. I don't really keep timestamps of the stock live streams, but we've talked about uh, Tesla price targets going up towards $15,000 in 2020 or 2030 in 2030 about 15K. So big upside for Tesla in my opinion. You see patterns, but do you think you can load an entire market in your brain and understand all the players and what it's doing same way you would understand when you are hungry? Well, that's loosely what I try to do. Um, but obviously I fail short at that because yeah, so I mean if you're considering the stock market a consciousness, um, you could argue I would argue it's a voting system is what I would argue. I would argue the stock market is more of a voting system than a consciousness. A consciousness can make decisions. A consciousness can have opinions and do actions, and at least that's loosely how I'm thinking about it off the top of my head. But I think the stock market is more of a voting system, you know, of a specific sector, if you will, which is the financial, which is our economy. It has nothing to do with our morality. It has nothing to do with anything. It only has to do with our economic well-being, which is something that we've invented. Let's be clear about that. Humans have invented economies, um, but well, no, I think it can represent that. I don't think it can do that. Well, tell me how the stock market, as a consciousness, just the stock market, not the individuals behind the stock market, but the stock market can choose to create something. It can't. The stock market can represent something that's been created. That's all it can do. It's not the limitation of my imagination. Look, you're not going to get another stock. It's not like the stock market one day is going to pop. Stock market didn't pop Tesla on there. Tesla was created outside of the stock market. It was brought to the stock market. I don't believe that is a consciousness. So as me as an individual as a consciousness, I could draw something on this piece of paper that never existed before on this piece of paper. It's an outward force. Tesla or the stock market doesn't really have an outward force to it. It is a it is a lagging representation of reality as of people vote it with their dollars. So I mean, on a level, you can get a representation of what we've done and have been doing, but I don't think you can. Well, why don't you explain what the stock market can create as a collective consciousness? Because you could argue a consciousness would have our definition of free will, at least my definition of free will, which is, you have free will within a limited number of choices, essentially. What's up, Spook Boom? How are you? Yeah, we are. My real stock show is really devolved from stocks into stuff, into other stuff, and create value. That's not tangible. No, it's got to be. I don't believe that's a strong argument for a consciousness in the stock market. And the stock market itself inherently doesn't create value. The stock market, or even a crypto market, I mean you know, yeah, I disagree with that. You could argue a corporation could be a consciousness. You could maybe argue that because in a corporation, an individual corporation, um, you're going to have some that are authoritarian, and you're going to have some that are very collaborative, and the general consciousness makes decisions. I would argue a corporation could do that, Maybe a corporation is better for your analogy than the actual stock market. I guess if you're talking outside the physical world, that's a different debate, I think. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that can be an argument. Yeah, thanks, Spook Boom. Yeah, I know I got to get more videos out there. I've really been slacking. It's actually been a few months, which is the longest I've ever gone. Still do the power hour every day. Still active in Slack and trading and stuff. I just haven't done a lot of public videos. Yeah, so is my imagination limiting me on seeing that the stock market is a collective mind? Maybe it's but possible. I'll definitely say that's a possibility. That my imagination is my limitation on that one. Sure, I'll admit that it's possible. Now, can a stock market create value? I agree with that statement, but I don't think that's a conscious decision per se. It's a. Well, I haven't called it yet, JJ. Haven't called it yet. Yeah, we're in the middle of a discovery period here about what Bitcoin wants to do. All right, Tesla rolling over here. Market 0.51 down. We're rolling over a little bit. Excuse me. Yeah, everybody is spooked. Yeah, I need to jump on with the video of sorts. Yeah, it's a good way to put it. Well, the rally isn't a few months old. I don't think. I mean, the rally's older than that actually. But the rally from 2017 took like a year and a half. So yeah, I still think we have more room to go. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Mint tea? Mint tea. I'm not sure. I don't know. Mint tea's okay. I see consolidation. Never seen it on tops for crypto. Yeah, usually it doesn't happen that way. The consolidation top, yeah, usually isn't. It can happen in stocks. Usually it's a failed breakout though in crypto. All right, so market pulling in a little bit. We've answered the free will question. In terms of the collective mind question, I don't know. I don't think we can. I don't think we can have a connected consciousness until we have like Neuralinks in our head, because I don't think we can even necessarily. And I think this is a good example. Is that we can't even effectively share exactly what we're thinking. I think that's part of the problem about our. I think that's the main limitation to our society today. And they may look back going, you know, they couldn't effectively share what they were specifically thinking. So I think that's I yeah. If we get brain to brain communication, that's going to be messy. Holy crap! Because imagine the filter that it goes through when you speak. It's going to be gone, and just all the weird shit that pops into your head while you're speaking. I don't know how to not relate that to another person in that way. It'd be interesting going forward how we evolve in the next 1,000 years to deal with all these technologies, or maybe we just design ourselves or something. I don't know. Market does look like it's turned down a little bit. We got our greens only halfway covering the first section of our stock list here. UAL SI Riot blockchain. Ooh, is Bitcoin falling? Good thing I sold my Riot. Let me make sure I sold my Riot. Sometimes I think I did stuff and I didn't. Pretty sure I did. I sold half of it a couple of weeks ago, and then as BTC was kind of just chilling, and then I sold the rest of it. Okay, no more Riot for me. Okay, that's good. No, I already sold. I'm not. Riot's different than Bitcoin though. It's a different beast. This chart, I think they're selling Riot blockchain. I don't think they're selling BTC. I just got out of Riot, so is that it? There we go. 70K. I don't think we got to 70K, Spook, unless you're in Korea. Yeah, we got up to 65, maybe, not quite. 64,829. Oh, are you in Korea? That's what I said. Are you in Korea? That's funny. Yeah, Korea. Yeah, there's a premium in Korea. I didn't know. I never knew why there was a premium in Korea until I was watching some video and it said, "Oh, you can't take money outside of Korea." I didn't know that. Yeah. Now I think we have a little more downside to go. We were doing some work yesterday, and we were looking at some moves lower here potentially for the near future for BTC. So we'll see. It's still setting up a bear flag right now. So I'm not in a rush to jump back into crypto. I think we are. We could do a little bit lower, and I think Riot Blockchain foretold that a little bit. Like on this day, this is when I sold the last bit of my Riot, my last half. It was kind of in the middle of the day, I think. I don't remember exactly, but so yeah, so sold it like 55, and it's down at 35. Jeez. So yeah, when it stops representing the price action of Bitcoin, I'm like, yeah, something else is up. Keep in mind, Riot Blockchain is a mining business. They are not a Bitcoin derivative. They have a different thing, and they were really overinflated by some articles I read. I didn't do my own research, unfortunately, on that one. But anyway, so I could see them selling that one off, which they've done. GBTC obviously is going to be a lot more like the Bitcoin chart, and you can see here it does look much more like the Bitcoin chart than Riot Blockchain or SI, which are essentially some derivative type of investing vehicle there. Hey guys, I think I'm gonna go. Actually, my kids wanted donuts yesterday. We never got. I'm gonna go get them donuts today. I don't know what just made me think about that, but yeah, I'm gonna go do that. It's gonna be fun. Kids are gonna like donuts. Maybe we'll get a wife a donut. Well, everyone, go buy some donuts. Ellie, go have the homeless guy out in front of your building. Go get you a donut. Yeah, go do that. What's late? Missed 1 hour? What are you talking about? You don't do donuts? Not even every once in a while? Carbs and stuff? You anti-carb? Psh, psh, anti-carb. Almost guy wants crack. Watched a Dave Chappelle clip the other day, and he talked. He had a similar sketch that you and I basically just did. There was a homeless guy in front of his house, and he gave him $20. He's like, "Man, I'll never forget you. Thank you, sir. Thank you." He's like, and he never did. Came back the next day, asked for $20 more. And then I asked him what he wanted to get. He's like, "Oh, I want to get a hamburger." He's like, "Do you want it with cheese? Do you want it with bacon? Because these things cost different amounts, so you know what to give you." I just want some crack. That was pretty funny. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Market's garbage. We've solved the world's problems, Ellie. There'll be a few more to solve tomorrow, so maybe we'll get to that tomorrow. But all right, everyone, have a great one. I'll